Why Tony Ferguson vs Khabib Nurmagomedov fight never happened? Many people believe that Tony Ferguson is the only fighter who could have defeated Khabib. And that's why Khabib retired from the UFC undefeated without even fighting Tony Ferguson. By the end of this video, you're going to be surprised after finding out why Khabib never fought against the boogeyman of MMA, Tony Ferguson.
Never been in a street fight, never actually been thrown into a trash can or like any kind of shit like that. So now you're fucking with somebody that you don't want to.
It all started when UFC scheduled Tony Ferguson vs Khabib fight in December 2015. The both fighters were young, hungry and climbing the ranks. But the fight got cancelled because Khabib broke a rib in the training. Okay, you understand that injuries are common in this sport. Then UFC booked Khabib vs Tony Ferguson fight for the second time. But guess what? This time the boogeyman is the one who fell. Tony Ferguson was medically unfit to fight. Then UFC scheduled this fight for the third time, and you're not going to believe that. Khabib Nurmagomedov had been rushed to the hospital because his body had shut down during the weight cut. So the fight got cancelled again.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Everybody was talking about Tony Ferguson vs Khabib fight, and that's why UFC booked this fight for the fourth time. It was April Fool's Day. Khabib was ready, Tony Ferguson was ready, and the belt was on the line. But Tony Ferguson, the boogeyman who is known for kicking the steel pipes, tripped over a wire. Yeah, a wire, and got injured. Holy shit, what the hell is that?
What? What?
And that is not enough. UFC president Dana White was like, well, Tony Ferguson is in 12 fight winning streak and Khabib is undefeated. I'm gonna make a lot of money from this fight. And that's why UFC booked this fight for the fifth time. And I think you know what happened next. Khabib was healthy and ready to fight, and Tony Ferguson was healthy and ready to fight. It was finally about to happen. But COVID-19 shut down the borders and Khabib was trapped in Russia and Tony Ferguson was trapped in America. You can say the universe literally shut down the entire planet to stop these two men from fighting. UFC scheduled and cancelled Tony Ferguson vs Khabib fight for all total 5 times, and that never happened, and that's why people call it the cursed fight. At the end, UFC replaced Khabib with the most violent lightweight of all time, Justin Gaethje. It was a brutal fight. Tony Ferguson lost the battle against Justin Gaethje and took so much damage. Even Khabib said, when you take damage like this, you can never be same again, even if you're Tony Ferguson. From this moment, Tony Ferguson is losing against everybody. Right now, he's in 8 fight losing streak. And after defeating Justin Gaethje, Khabib retired from UFC undefeated 29-0. The prime Tony Ferguson had the abilities to defeat Khabib Nurmagomedov, but destiny never allowed this fight to happen. By the way, what do you think about Tony Ferguson vs Khabib fight? Let me know in the comments and please try to be honest. And if you like this video, then check out more videos on my channel. Stay curious and I will see you soon.